Okay, so in this video, so we will discuss naman so in this video, we will discuss the hyperbolic or the inverse trigonometric function, the inverse trigonometric and inverse hyperbolic function, hyperbolic functions of a given complex numbers, of any given complex numbers. So, ayan. Okay. Okay. So, the following are the learning outcomes or our intended learning outcomes, meaning to say at the end of this lecture video, you will be able to, number one, you will be able to derive, the definition, of the inverse trigonometric function and the inverse hyperbolic functions of any given complex number, and also you will be able to solve, the inverse trigonometric function and inverse a hyperbolic function of any given complex number. Okay, so first thing first, before we proceed, with the definitions of all the trigo and hyperbolic, same as its relationship, using some trigonometric identities. First thing first, derive muna natin, yung isa sa mga trigonometric or inverse trigonometric function. So like for example, we can let, like for example, your sine W be equal to your complex number z. Suppose we have this one. Okay, so let your sine W be equal to your complex number. We know that by definition, diba? By definition po, ng ating sine function in complex number, we can say that your sine W is just simply equal to, your sine W is just simply equal to, that is 1 over 2i times we have here e raised to w sub I minus e to the negative w sub I. E raised to w sub I. Okay, so in this case, by letting your sine W be equal to z, we can say that ang ating z can be expressed as your 1 over 2i times that is your e raised to w sub I minus e raised to negative w sub I, e raised to w sub I. Ngayon, by multiplying both sides of this, by 2 times I, so we have your 2i times your complex number z be equal to e raised to w sub I minus e to the negative w sub I. But then again, multiplying both sides again by e raised to w sub I. So in that case, this one can be expressed as 2i times your z is equal to your e raised to your 2w sub I. So that is 2iz e raised to your w sub I, which is equal to e raised to 2w sub I minus 1. Transposing this one to the left side or to the right side of our equation, this one can be expressed as e raised to your 2w sub I. Okay, e raised to your 2w sub I. W sub I, tama po. Minus, that is your 2i times your z e raised to w sub I minus 1. In this case, as we observe, we would come up with a quadratic equation in variable e raised to w sub I. So parang that is e raised to w sub I quantity squared minus that is your 2iz times your variable e raised to w sub I minus 1. Solving for the value ng ating e raised to w sub I, using quadratic formula. Recall that, no? Recall that, okay, ang quadratic formula po natin, x is in the form of negative b plus or minus the square root of, we have here your b squared minus 4ac all over we have 2a. So substituting the following values po to this, so we have here your e raised to w sub I is equal to the negative of b. So that is magiging 2i, the 2i plus or minus the square root of kb squared. So ito po, squared natin ito, that is negative 2i z quantity squared, no? 2i squared quantity squared minus 4 times that is 1 times negative 1, no? 1 times negative 1. So all over 2 times 1. So simplify the following. So this is also equal to your 2i plus or minus the square root of, no? Plus or minus the square root of, this is 4. Positive 4, I squared is negative 1. So that is negative 4z squared. Okay, plus 4 all over 2. So in that case, di ba, magiging common si 2, makakancel out natin ito si 2, 2 kasi we know that square root of 4 is just simply positive 2. So therefore, we can say that ang ating EW sub I is just simply equal, sir, to your positive I plus or minus the square root ng 1 minus z squared. 1 minus z squared. So in that case, di ba, we know that based from our assumption, no? Sabihin natin, but from our assumption, we know that ang ating sine W, okay, is just simply equal to your Z. So para makuha po natin, no, yung complex number po natin by taking its inverse function both sides, so we can say, sir, that your W is equal to your arc sine of Z. So para makuha natin yung ating arc sine of Z, by taking the natural logarithm both sides of this, by taking the natural logarithm both sides of this, so we have here your W sub I is equal to the natural logarithm ng 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 minus z squared. Okay? So by multiplying both sides of this by 1 over I, okay, 1 over I, or we know that 1 over I is just simply negative I. So therefore, we can say that our W is equal to the negative of your I times the natural logarithm ng 1 plus or minus, that is the square root ng 1 minus z squared. But again, our W is equal to your arc sine z. So we can say that your arc sine of your z is equal to the negative I times the natural logarithm ng 1 plus or minus the square root ng 1 minus z squared. No, that is 1 minus z squared. Again, considering that your z is your complex number in the form of x plus yi. So again, to evaluate the inverse sign, okay, ng ating given complex number, no, we just simply substitute the value of your z to this one and evaluate or solve algebraically. Okay? Solve this one algebraically. So the other formulas po ng ating given complex number is defined as the following. So the other formulas po was defined as the following. So with the same derivation, no, we would come up with this one. So ibig sabihin, ng arc sine po natin is defined as this: arc cosine, arc tangent, arc cotangent, arc secant, and arc cosecant. Okay? Ang inverse hyperbolic functions po may also defined as this one. Kaya lang, instead of this, ito na lang ang gagawin natin to evaluate the following functions. Now, we will use the following identities or relationships, no, to evaluate the inverse hyperbolic function. So, to evaluate this, ito na lang ang gagamitin nating identity. So, an example po of this, no, suppose, number 1, okay, suppose meron daw po tayo ditong sine. Okay, suppose we have here your sine ng 0, inverse sine. Suppose we have here your inverse sine ng, again, 0.123 minus 1.029. I. Suppose we have this one. So to evaluate po this one, again, by definition, ito po yung definition natin ng sine. Di ba? That is your sine. Okay? Ito yung definition natin ng sine. So by definition of your sine, 2b pala ito. So ito, meron tong z, sorry. Meron tong z. Yan. This one is iz, pagpura na, no? Or z times I, or I times z. So parehas lang yan, no? Okay? So play lang natin itong definition na to. So ang ating arc sine is defined as, di ba? Ang ating arc sine po is defined as this one, so that is just simply equal to the negative of your I times the natural logarithm ng I times that is 0.123 minus 0.1, that is 1.029 I. So this is plus or minus the square root ng, this is 1 minus your z, that is 0.123, and 123 minus 1.029 I, quantity squared. So meaning to say that kapag meron po kayong plus or minus, dalawa po yung possible values niya. Okay, dalawa. So this one po, sir, can also be expressed as your negative I times the natural logarithm. Ito po magiging negative I squared, or that is positive 1.029, okay, minus or magiging plus 0.123 I, plus or minus, ito po evaluate natin ito. Evaluate nyo po muna yung nasa loob. So naka-complex naman ito, that is 1 minus 0.123, and 0.123 minus 1.029 I quantity squared. So evaluate muna natin ito. Oops. Ba't nasa loob kasi ng square root? Magmamat error talaga. Tanggalin natin to. Yan. Yan. So therefore, this is equal to, ayan. So convert ko na lang ito into polar form. So shift to 3. Yan. Yan. Shift to 3. So this is equal to the square root of, in polar form, that is 2.059. Okay, bar angle 7.06 degrees. Okay? Kasi sabi natin, again, the square root of your r bar angle theta can be expressed as the square root of your r, okay, bar angle 1/2 times theta plus 180 times k. Considering that your k is equal to 0, so 0 na rin ito. So evaluate natin ito. So this is equal to negative I times the natural logarithm ng 1.029 k plus 0.123. That is 0.123 I plus or minus, okay, ito po can be expressed as square root ng 2.059. Ayan, 1.435. No, ito po ay 1.435 bar angle yung 7.06. 7.06 divide ko by 2. 3.53. So ito po ay, ayan, this is equal to, ayan, 3.53 degrees. Tapos convert ko rin ito into corresponding trigonometric rectangular form. So that is 1.435 bar angle. That is bar angle 3.53. Ito yung value niya. So that is, kukopyain lang to, negative I times the natural logarithm ng 1.029 plus 0.123 I plus or minus ang value niya in rectangular form, that is 1.432 K plus that is 0.088 I. Okay? So, dalawa po yung kukunin yung value. If this one is positive, so equal siya to, this one is positive, that is the natural logarithm of, and evaluate natin ito. Yan. 1.029 plus 0.123 I. Okay. Kung plus, that is 1.432 plus 0.088 I. Yan. Kung plus siya, ang value po nito is equal to, yan, ang value nito is 2.461 plus 0.211 I. Tapos i-convert na natin ito into exponential form. So, convert into exponential form, palitan nyo lang yung setup, gawin nyo pong radian, tapos shift to 3. Shift to 3. Ayan. So, this is equal to, in exponential form, that is 2.470 e raised to 0.086 I. So, ito kapag positive. Kapag naman negative, arrow up ka lang, ito yon, palitan nyo lang to. Gawin nyo lang to minus. Yan. So, ito naman siya. This is equal to the negative of your I times the natural logarithm of negative 0.403. 403 plus 0.035 I. Okay, again, convert into its corresponding exponential form. So, again, shift 2, 3. Ayan. So, this is equal to 0.404 e raised to 3.055 I. So, evaluate nyo lang yung natural logarithm. So, to evaluate natural logarithm, kung siya ay positive, that is negative ln. Ito po, magiging e raised to the natural logarithm ng 2.470 plus 0.086 I. Tapos, ito naman po, no? Ito naman ay magiging negative I times the natural logarithm ng e raised to the natural logarithm ng 0.404 plus e raised, wala na yung e. That is 3.055 I. So, paano po nangyari to? No, we use the following properties or laws. So, ibig sabihin yung x, pwede natin siyang i-express as e raised to ln x para magkaroon ng same base. Tapos po, we apply exponent. Kung meron daw tayo ditong parehas na base and we multiply, pwede natin siyang i-express as a raised to m plus your n. So, using our calculator, so makakancel lang po ito. Makakancel lang din yan. Kasi by property, ang ln e raised to x ay equal lang din kay x. So, simplify the following by using your calculator. So, again, that is negative I times, no? That is the natural logarithm ng 2.470, ayan, plus 0.086 0.086 0.086 I. Yan. So, equal po ito to this. Ayan. Equal siya kay 0.086 minus 0.904 I. Tapos, convert nyo lang into degree. Kailangan naka-degree lang ito. Okay. So, shift, set up, degree. Yan. Tapos shift 2. Tapos R bar angle theta, that is number 3. Equal mo lang. So we have here, we have here 0.908, 908 bar angle negative 84.57 degrees. So ito yung isa niyang value. Other value would be, ayan. So ang other value natin would be this. So arrow up nyo na lang to. Hanapin natin to. Ayan. This is negative I. Ayan. Ayan na lang. Ulitin ko lang. Negative I. Yan, times the natural logarithm ng 0.404, yan, plus 3.055 I, tapos parenthesis. Yan. So, in corresponding rectangular form, equal siya kay 3.055 k plus 0.906 I. 906i. So, simplify lang natin, convert. Again, shift 2, 3. Shift 2, 3. Ayan. This is equal to 3.187 K bar angle 16.52 degrees. So, ito po yung dalawang sagot niya. Okay? If this one is positive and kung siya ay negative naman. Anyway, this one. Okay? So, ito po siya. If this one is positive. Okay? At ito naman po kapag negative. Ano, this one naman is negative. Okay? Another example. No, suppose we wish to evaluate inverse tangent naman, no? Number 2. Number 2. No, kunwari, inverse cotangent, no? So, hyperbolic cotangent ng, kunwari, 1 plus I. Suppose we have this. No, to evaluate 1 plus I, no? Or, ano na lang, ganito na. Kunwari, 2 bar angle 123 degrees. So, suppose we have this one. So, first thing first, okay, no, you will transform this one into rectangular form muna. So, ang gawin mo lang muna, convert. So, that is 2 bar angle 1, 2, 3. So, convert muna natin ito. This is equal to, yan. So, ito po ay equal siya kay hyperbolic cotangent, inverse hyperbolic cotangent ng negative 1.089, 089 plus 1.677 I, 677i. Ngayon, applying this property, sabi natin that ang arc cotangent, no, inverse cotangent ng ating z can be defined as your I times that is your hyperbolic cotangent or inverse hyperbolic cotangent ng ating I times your z. So this identity, no? And by definition, 'di ba, that ang ating inverse cotangent z ay equal kay 1 over 2i, no? That is 1 over your 2i times the natural logarithm ng z plus I over that is z minus I. So, apply natin itong mga following property na to. So, apply the following definitions and properties to this. Ayan. So, ito siya, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, ang ating inverse cotangent, hyperbolic cotangent can be expressed, I think that is negative. So, this one can be expressed as ito magiging I times that is your inverse cotangent ng I times your Z. So, I times your Z, so ito po magiging negative 1.677 K minus 1.089 I. Tapos apply natin itong property na to or definition ng inverse cotangent. So para mangyayari, that is I times that is 1 over 2 times I times the natural logarithm ng z, negative 1.677 minus 1.089 I plus I all over, parang ganyan lang, no? Negative 1.677, yan, minus 1.089 I minus I. So in this case, okay, ang I tsaka I maka-cancel out lang siya. Okay? So after we cancel this one, ang mga ititira na lang po dito, that is 1 over 2I, 1 over 2I times the natural logarithm of, okay, simplify using your calculators. Oops. Simplify using our calculator. Yan. Again, this is negative 1.677 minus 1.089 I plus I over, again, that is negative 1.677 minus 1.089 I minus I. Okay? So, ito siya. So, equal it na lang ito to the natural logarithm of, no, 0.417 or 418. That is 418 minus 0.467 I. Tapos, convert nyo lang po yung natural logarithm into, yung nasa loob, into its exponential form. So, that is 1 over 2. This is 1 over 2 na lang. This is 1 over 2 times the natural logarithm. This one can be expressed as, convert natin siya. Palitan yung mode into rad. Okay, tapos shift 2, 3. Equal. Yan. So, equal ito kay 0.627 e raised to negative 0.841 I. Tapos convert into applying the following properties tulad ng kanina, that is 1/2 times the natural logarithm ng e raised to the natural logarithm ng 0.627 minus 0.841 I. So makakancel ulit ito. Si ln e, yan, makakancel yan. Tapos simplify po natin using our calculator. So parang ang mangyayari, that is, yan, 1/2. 1/2 times the natural logarithm, and ln 0.627 minus 0.841 I. 841 I. Okay? So, palitan ko na rin yung mode natin into degree kasi ko-convert natin into polar. So, in this case, okay, ang value po nito, this is equal to negative 0.233. That is 0.233 minus 0.421 I. So, convert into corresponding polar form. So, shift 2, 3, shift 2, 3. So, we have this one. So, parang ito po ay equal na lang kay 0.481. This is bar angle negative 119.03 degrees. So, we have this one. Okay, we have this one. Okay, so again, a recap, no? To evaluate po the inverse hyperbolic triangle, Inverse hyperbolic and inverse trigo of any complex number. Apply the following definitions and use the following relationships. Okay, so that would be the end of this video. Thank you.